Welcome back everybody to my channel. We have Marvel Champions today, a new hero pack. This is Vision. I have this in the UK right now, and I still haven't got War Machine or the Hood. They're still sort of lost in limbo. But as soon as I heard that this was available in the UK, I ordered it straight away. And as always, let's just open the pack up, take a look at the cards, and then go into a gameplay. So it's open here. So, like most Marvel Champions content, I don't kind of look into it before. I just like to buy the packs and go and sort of blind. So for me, this is all going to be completely new. So open this pack up. All I know is Vision is a protection pre-build deck. But aside from that, that is all I know. So let's take a look at the cards within. Okay, so this is the hero side for Vision. 2 thwarts, 0 attack, 0 defense. He has 5 hand size, 11 hit points. He's the Android Avenger, as the keywords. His ability, density, manipulation, action. Change mass forms by flipping your mass form upgrade over. So I can change forms, I see. Kind of Spectrum, another form card. There's Vision there, and he's a casual outfit. So this is his alter ego side. Same hand size, 3 recovery. So while you're in dense mass form, you get +2 recovery. That's pretty good, 5 recovery. While you're in intangible mass form, you get +1 hand size. Okay. And setup instruction here, put your mass form upgrade into play, intangible mass side face up. Okay, that's pretty cool. This is permanent form upgrade. So 2 sides. So we have, this is the untangible form. Mass form, Vision cannot attack or defend. Reduce the amount of damage it takes to attacks by 2. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So this is pretty good if you're trying to thwart and you want to keep the schemes down. Also, you can't attack or defend, but you reduce damage by 2, so minions wouldn't really hurt you. You can reduce damage from the villain. With the protection pre-build here, pretty good too. And the dense form here, mass form permanent, while in hero form, it's +2 attack, +2 defense, so that'll give his stats a nice even 2 all over. After changing this form, draw a card. Okay. Oh, so you can, as an action on this, flip it over once per round. That's pretty good. Okay. Signature ally here, Vivian. Cost 2, 1 thought, 1 attack, 2 hit points as the Android Champion keywords. While you're in intangible mass form, +2 thoughts, and you're in dense form, +2 attack. That's pretty good for a cheap ally. So you're either going to get +2 thought, +2 attack, whatever form you're in. That's a pretty good card. Okay, we have a 616 Hickory Branch Lane, location card. Alter Ego action. Exhaust this card, search your deck and discard pile for an Android ally, and it's your hand. I assume that means, yeah, that'd be her. That's pretty good. Not sure how many Android allies there are in this deck or in the Marvel Champions collection so far, but we'll see. A Solar Gem, that's pretty cool. Against the aerial trait, exhaust it to generate a wild resource. It's pretty handy. I think we're being here alter ego, it's just a general thing, whatever form you're in. Resource, wild resource is always good. Vision's Cape. Upgrade for 2, item. When you're in dense mass form, retaliate 1. When you're in intangible mass form, you gain stalwart. Okay, we got still not confused. That's pretty good. We have 2 copies of Density Cannon for 1. Upgrade, superpower. Hero response, after you change mass form, discard this card, add a Vision event from your discard pile to your hand. Okay, so bringing some events back into our hand from the discard pile. We have 3 copies of a big Solar Beam card here. So this is a event for 3. Attack, superpower, thwart, attack and thwart. Hero action, if you're in dense mass form, 7 damage to your enemy, or if you're in intangible mass form, move 5 threat from a scheme. Okay, so depending on what form you're in, you can do attack or thwart. 2 copies of Supersonic Strike, Super Dense Strike, event for 2. Attack superpower, play if you're in dense form only. Deal 5 damage to an enemy, it gains piercing. Okay, gotta keep an eye on what form we're in for those. 2 copies of Just Passing Through, nice art there, phasing through the walls. Event for 1, superpower, thwart, play only if intangible mass form. Hero action thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme and ignore the patrol keyword and crisis icon. That is always good to ignore those. For 1 cost 2 for 3 threat, ignoring icons is pretty good. 1 copy of Phase Disruption, event for 2, play only if intangible mass form, another superpower card. A lot of these so far. Hero action, confuse the enemy, choose an attachment on that enemy with the text hero action or hero response and discard that attachment. Okay, that's this is kind of a new thing to get rid of attachments, just a card itself. Normally attachments are upgrades and boosts, you have to go in alter ego action, discard cards, spend resources, pay certain things. But this card, I mean, you only got one copy of it, but it's pretty handy if you're going to certain pesky attachments on especially the villains. And lastly, one copy of Mass Increase, event for 1, defense superpower. Play only in dense mass form. When Vision defends, prevents all damage from that attack and stun the attacking enemy after that attack resolves. Wow, that's pretty good. Prevents all damage and then stun the enemy for 1. And you can bring the events back from the discard pile to your hand. That is amazing. That's a really good card. Definitely see why it's worth a protection build. That's his hero cards right now. So let's go for the protection build. So we have a ally, Jocasta, can't say that. Another android ally here. So cost 3, 2 4, 1 attack, 3 hit points. You may play the event attached to Jocasta as it is in your hand. After it enters play, choose defense event in your discard pile attached to her face down. Okay, so with protection 2, defense events, you play her, put one underneath attached to her, and that basically acts as an extension of your own hands. There's an extra card just sitting there waiting for you to play if you need to. That's pretty good. So protection now, there's an ally, protector, sorry, and protection. Cost 4, 1 thought, 3 attack, wow, 3 hit points. So interrupt, protector will take any amount of damage, spend a mental resource, reduce that damage by 1. So essentially, if you could spend a resource, you could only take 1 damage off the attack. That's pretty good. Another ally, 3 allies on this. So cost 2, 0 thought, 0 attack, 4 hit points. Reduce the amount of damage Victor Mancha takes from each attack by 1. So doesn't do anything, but only costs 2, but 4 hit points, but takes 1 less damage for each attack. That's a great minion blocker, that is. Pesky little minions, negligate your health, put this down, reduce damage, keep blocking forever. Interesting cards so far in this deck. So we have another thing here, 3 copies of Flow Like Water. Upgrade 2 condition, 1 per player. After you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. Wow. I always like things that sort of do 2 things in one. You know, like you attack and thwart, or you defend and then do another condition, stun or attack back. So that's going to be a great card to have out. Or the protection build. All the defense cards in here, so it'll be really good to play that card. We have one of the staple protection cards, Indomitable, condition, when you defend, discard it, ready your hero. Classic card, always good to have in. Defiance. 3 of these, event for 0. When a boost card on an enemy attacking you will turn face up, discard it instead. Handy card for 0, always good to have backup just in case, you know, especially play something like Claw. 3 copies of Sidestep, I do like Sidestep. It costs 1. When you take any damage, prevent 3 of that damage, and if you pay this card using an energy resource, deal 1 damage back to the enemy. So if you pay for this with an energy resource, prevent 3 damage and deal 1 back. Super handy sort of trade-off kind of card. Classic protection card here as well. Get behind me, 2 of these. When a treachery card is revealed from the counter deck, cancel its revealed effects, and the villain attacks you instead. Always a great card to have in, just in case you get something pesky that really ruins the game for you. We have a resource card here. Preservation, spend this card, heal down 1 damage to identity. It's a good little card to have in. Wow, resource and heal as well, always handy. That's the protection cards done. Next up we have the basic cards. So we have Machine Man, cost 2, 1 thought, 1 attack, 3 hit points, not bad. When Machine Man attacks or thought, spend up to 3 resources of any type and gets +1 thought and attack for each resource spent this way. So if you could spend spare resources, pull that attack up, that's pretty good. It's a pretty handy card to have on. This, with some upgrades out, in a leadership build, it'll be a fantastic card for spare resources going around. Avengers Mansion, classic card, just 1 per player, exhaust it, draw a card. Really good card to have and get out nice and early. Ooh, this is weird, a new card. Reboot, 1 event. Ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. Wow, this is good in this deck with all the android characters I've got. Cost of 1, heal the characters. As always, copy of the resource cards. That's it for the basic cards. So we have his obligation card here, Corrupted Programming. Get a vision. Treat your mass form upgrades text as blank, except for keywords. Also, go action, exhaust your identity, and remove this card from the game. So basically, your upgrade permanent is blank, so it is pretty bad. It does slow you down quite a bit. Oh, we have Ultron as a villain. That's interesting. So, wow, that's cool. It's a cool picture. I like that artwork. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 hit points with toughness. And when it attacks you, if Ultron drones is in play, put top card of your deck into play, face down, engage. Oh no, more drones. The drones are back. No. We have Ultron Unleashed, 3 salvaging token. When revealed, search the counter deck, discard pile, and set aside area. If Ultron drones are put into play, shuffle the counter deck. Put top card of your deck into play as a face down minion. Oh no, more minions. The Ultron drones are back, so this gives face down cards a value of 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 1 hit point. Basically, it makes more drones like the Ultron villain in the core set. It basically makes more drones, so that's pretty annoying. And 2 copies of Relentless Android. So when revealed, if Ultron Drones is in play, put top 2 cards of your deck face down, engage with you, otherwise discard 2 random cards from your hand. Okay, that's pretty annoying. His minion is very, very annoying. I always hate Ultron, he ruins the game for you. That's it for his deck. Let's have a quick look at the other cards. So we have 2 copies of Assault Training. Support for 1. Max 2 per deck, uses 2 training counters. Alter Ego action, exhaust his card, move a counter. Choose an aggression card in your discard pile, shuffle it into your deck. It's good if your deck's quite low and you've got a really good aggression card or an ally you need and you want to put back into the deck quickly. It's a very good card to have. We have 3 copies of Chance Encounter, upgrade for 0, attached to a side scheme, 1 per scheme. When attached side scheme is defeated, search your deck and discard pile for an ally and add it to your hand. That's pretty good. There's a lot of good Justice allies in there. And for 0-2, and a guaranteed ally from defeating the scheme, very good card. And we'll have 3 copies of Joining Forces. Ooh, that's pricey. Cost 4. Event Alliance. The players can play this card as a group, so you can share the resources of this one. As a group, the players put a total of 1 Avenger ally and 1 Guardian ally into play from their hands. It's pretty good for some pricey allies. Plus, if you played a 4-player game, 1 resource each for a big ally you need, and or 2 allies basically. That's a pretty good card. And lastly, we have 3 copies of Meditation. Alter Ego action. Exhaust your Alter Ego. Play a card from your hand, reducing its resource cost by 3. That's a very good card. Also, you can't play certain things like attack or thought events, but you can play things like allies and upgrades, reducing the cost by 3. So it's pretty much a 3 card. And that's it for the unboxing of the deck. We're going to go into a gameplay now so you can see how Vision actually works. And on to the gameplay. So I'm going to be facing off against Norman Osborn in honour of the Spider-Man film, because I really enjoyed it. And I love Willem Dafoe in that film. He was fantastic. So we're going to be playing against the Green Goblin himself. I was going to go against Ultron, but I thought, 2 Ultrons in 1. I don't want that, just in case. So Norman Osborn here has 14 hit points. When you attack, place 1 infamy counter from an Enterprise. The any amount of damage, reduce that damage from Enterprise instead. So essentially, we have to get Enterprise down to 0 to get him to Green Goblin side, then we can finally hurt him. Hostile Takeover is on 2. That's on 2. We're going to shuffle up here. This is how I shuffle. I do piles of 5 and then shuffle up. So we've got Alter Ego out here. We've got Mass Form, Entangled Mass side, face up. There we go. Put that down there. And we're ready to begin. Let's go. Was exciting playing a new Marvel character. So here we go. So 5 hand size. That's right. Oh, sorry, no, 6 hand size because of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Defiance. Don't need that. It's not going to attack me. So I can discard that. Float like water. They play defense card. It could be good. Just passing through. 3 effect from a scheme. I might need that. Solar Beam. 7 damage to enemy is very good. Hickory Branch Lane. I'm going to get that nice and early. And Genius. Okay, I think I'm going to keep. Discard that 1 and draw again. Sidestep. I don't quite need any defense cards because no one else doesn't actually attack until he's in Green Goblin form. He just schemes, adds counters to the thing over here. So we're going to, let's see. Let's flip it over. Flip this over. So I could attack right now and get him onto the Green Goblin side. And then go for the kill. You know what? Let's do that. So we've got 2 attack from this. Change form, sorry, so we should draw a card. Mention Mansion. Or I should spend time getting my arsenal up first, which is probably a better idea. So we're going to spend more time here getting our player board up, our player state. So we're going to get Genius and Sidestep just passing through for Vengeance Mansion. Going to play Solar Beam. So we're going to play Solar Beam, so Float Like Water for the Hickory Branch Lane. Exhaust Mansion to draw a card. Genius. Sorry, Energy. I don't need that just yet. Now we could attack, but it's going to flip. Instead, I'm going to wait. I'm going to just thwart, keep us down nice and low. There we go. And ready up. So we'll keep the cards here. We'll use that next time for do some big damage. So 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got upgrades here. So that's the change form, discard card, add a Vision event card from discard pile to your hand. So I can play Solar Beam again. And Solar Gem is to exhaust it and get a resource. That's pretty good so far, so looking alright. So, step 1, set on there. He attacks but doesn't attack, that goes on there instead. And encounter card is Payoff. 2 on there and an extra encounter card. I don't want extra encounter cards because that sucks. There we go. As always, Register Mansion first to draw a card. Float like water. I'm going to play energy for the Solar Gem, extra resources. There's an action. I'm going to flip this over. Flip it over, then play Float like water. We're just passing through. Remove 3 effect from a scheme to get us out of the way. And then we are going to wait, and I think I'm going to, actually no, we'll do this. We'll do it next turn. We'll play this, Density Control, and when you change form, we can discard that and add a Vision event card from this card out of my hand. We'll play 2 Solar Beams and do massive damage to next turn. Okay, so ready up. Can't attack or defend, reduce damage by 2. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have Machine Man and Strength, that'll be good. Sidestep, that'll be handy for next time when he changes to the Green Goblin form, and Indomitable. Okay, looking good so far. Protection is a fun build, but tricky for new players to work around. So, that on there, that's on 2. Encounter card is another scheme. That's building, just 2 as a crisis icon keyword, so we're going to watch out for that. There we go, on to our turn. First thing we're going to do is flip this. Actually, can we? No, it's not attack. We'll flip this over, draw a card because of this. We'll also exhaust this and draw a card. So we have Super Strike, 5 damage to enemy and piercing. This is good. We're in Dense Mass form, Retaliate 1. Intangible Mass form, Stalwart. So let's do some damage here. So the thing we're first going to do is play Strength and play Machine Man. We're going to get him to attack. So what this happens is, this flips over. We put 2 on there instead. He flips over to Green Goblin. We take 3 indirect damage, so we'll take all 3, down to 8. When he would scheme instead, we would counter from there. So he's like normal Osborn, but for attack, scheme instead of attack. And now we can finally deal damage to Green Goblin. Definitely Solar Beam, I think. So, resource. We'll leave that for now. We'll do a resource of this. 1, 2, 3. Solar Beam. Dense Mass form. 7 damage to an enemy. So again, it's a nice half hit points. Down to 7. Change form. Trigger this. Discard this. Add a Vision event card. Discard part of my hand. Bring Solar Beam back and use it next time. And then we're going to see. We're going to leave that. We're just going to have him spend a resource. We'll use Super Strike. +1 Thwart. Thwart for 2 to get rid of this. 1 damage on him. There's a lot of schemes in his deck for Norman Osborn. Ready up. So I can't attack or defend, but I will reduce all damage by 2 from attacks. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enough little water again. We have Protector though, it's a good ally. And Mass Increase. When defends, spends all damage from that attack. Ooh. And stun the attacking. Oh, that's pretty good. Perfect timing. We're going to do some stunning here. So first of all, let's just do this thing properly. So that's on 3. He attacks. I can't defend, so I can't play his card. I'm not in Dense Mass form either. No, should have read that properly. Can't attack or defend, so let's just take this. So 3, 4. Reduce it by 2 though, so I'll take 2. There's that card. Counter card. Generative healing. The villain heals X damage, where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. So he heals 2 damage. Oh, that's annoying. Back up to 9. So my go now. So we're going to draw a card of this. Defiance. Don't really need. Right, let's do some damage. So exhaust that. 2 and 3 for Solar Beam. 7 damage. Down to 2. Flip this over. Draw a card because this triggered. Get behind me. I think we're going to have Protector and Mass Increase for this. So we gain Dense Form, Retaliate 1, or Mass Form, Stalwart. We'll leave it for now, and we're just going to, I could attack. Let's attack. So stage 1 is done. Stage 2 is when revealed, deal 4 damage, indirect damage to each player, and 18 hit points is quite high. So 4 damage, so 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 2, so taking quite a bit here. And my go is over. We'll save Mass Increase for next time. Ready up, ready up, ready up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have Jocasta, we have the Strike for 5 damage. Another one of those density control cards, so I can get a card back from the discard pile, get Vision Strike back, so Solar Beam back, 7 damage. Reboot, ready a character and heal 1 damage, that's pretty good. And I can probably use Mass Increase next to take some damage off me. So, first of all, 1 on here. He attacks. I'm going to defend. He attacks, so 4, 5, 6. I'm going to play Exhaust this, play Mass Increase. Dense Form only. Prevent all damage to that attack and stun the attacker enemy after the attack resolves. So now he is stunned. And then counter card is Hired Gun. When revealed, choose to either give the villain one face down boost card or put 2 infamy counters up in my Enterprise. He's got to have a face down boost card. I'll put it there so don't forget. Okay, so we're looking okay, but we've got not a lot of health. And I do retaliate 1 off that as well. So that's done 17. There we go. Okay, onto my go. What do I do here? Piercing, 5 damage. Change for. Let's exhaust this and draw a card. Fit to Mancha. So, Fit to Mancha. Control and reboot for Jocasta. Search for defense events, discard pile, and add it to here. Definitely get Mass Increase, add to here. That's always handy. We are exhausted though. I am going to see. Let's have her and him attack. We'll play 1 resource for this for bump up attack. So it's 2 with that, 1 with that. So 1 to that, 1 to that, and he's gone. Now he is stunned, so I can stay in his form. We're going to risk it. So we're going to risk this one. So flip it over because he is stunned. Put that back there. Ready up, ready up. 17 health to go through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a lot of defensive cards. Oh, we have Vivian. It's a pretty good card for thwarting. Reboot, preservation, sidestep. So we've got a lot of defensive cards here now, which is what we need because we're on quite low health. So 1 on here. The stun card goes. Counter card is regenerative healing. Heals X damage, where X is double the stage number. Oh, luckily, back up by 1, so it's not too bad really. It's not too bad. On there just in case. Okay, onto our go. So I definitely want to play Vivian. Exhaust this, draw a card. Solar Beam, yes. Okay. So let's play Preservation, Indomitable, and this for Solar Beam. We're on Dense Form, 7 damage to the enemy. He's down to 11. The scheme's getting quite high. Also going to play, definitely going to play Vivian. Our limit, so she has 2 plus 2 thwart. That's pretty good. So we're going to thwart with her. Plus 2 thwart, that's 3 thwart. That's very good. We'll use that for defense. We'll leave that out there. And I think we'll just get Vision to attack for 2. So he's down to 9. I am on 2 hit points, so I am pretty on the edge here what I'm doing. So it's a big risk. We'll see how it goes. So ready up. 2 hit points. But luckily, if he attacks again after I defend one of these, I can use Mass Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfectly enough to get an extra bit counter card. Oh. There we go. And we have reboots. Get behind me. Very good. Defiance gets rid of boost card. Yes, that's handy. Phase Disruption. That's going to be good with no attachments, so I don't need that really. And Solar Beam. I can just survive and use Solar Beam. 8 health. We should have this in the bag. We should win this. So, step 1. 1 threat on there. Solar Beam's a great card. 7 damage is pretty high. He attacks. Machine Man can defend. So, first boost card is this one. Place one infamy counter on current Enterprise. If he cannot, move one minus counter from this. So, if I've got to move a counter from this, which is bad. But I could play Defiance. I'm going to play Defiance and discard this boost card and look at its effects. And the second boost card is... same anyway, move a counter. But at least if we didn't do that though, we would have gone back to normal Osborn form, so it was a handy card to play. First counter card is Mad Genius. Attacks a hero, the fuse hit points. If not, again Surge. He can attack me if he wants to. I'm going to defend. I'm going to play Mass Increase, so he attacks 4, 5, 6. I'm going to play Reboot, Mass Increase, Rental Damage, and Stun. And I also get to, Retaliate 1, down to 8. Next card is Goblin Glider. High hit points, he gets +1 attack, who I spend 2 resources, energy resources to discard the card. We should be okay here. He's got 8 hit points, but I'm going to have cards to play. But I might actually be okay here. So we're going to use this to draw a card. A reboot. We're going to play 1 resource. Reboot. Get behind me for Solar Beam. 7 damage. Down to a nice 1. And then we can easily finish him off with, let's just say, his signature ally, Vivian. Down to 0. And that's it. So that's the game done. So on 2 hit points for a few turns. And I've won. Now, Green Goblin is quite tricky. You have to understand how he works, keeping this high enough that you can keep attacking him, flip it over, you want to have a break from the attacks. So, but it's a very fun villain. One of my favourite villains to play against is Norman Osborn. He's such a fun villain. You get less time to build up your board state first. Green Goblin is quite tough for the indirect damage you have to take. But that's it for this deck. I quite like the Vision actually. He seems pretty fun. He's very strong. There's some good, nice little keywords here and there. Not quite sure what I want to put him in. I think maybe leadership would do well with Vision to get all his allies out, sit back, change forms, and do massive damage. But that's it for this gameplay. Any questions about this deck, or the game, or Marvel Champions itself, let me know below in the comment section. As always, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.